I'm handing the vlog out to Brandon today. It's gonna be, you're taking a point on this one, right?
Okay.
So,
get ready for this. How do you work this?
All right, Brandon. We're here to talk about confidence today, and you're one of the confidentest people, most confident people I know.
Thank you.
I want to know how you do it.
Listen to me very carefully, Ben.
All right.
All you need to do in this life is eat, shit, live, and die. Everything else is a lie.
Is that how you do it?
That's literally how I do it. Who gives a f?
I have to bleep so many things. All right. Well, I was expecting this to be a longer video.
I have more to say.
Okay, cool. All right, Brandon.
How's my hair look?
That's great, man. So, confidence. I was thinking of the chipmunk, right?
Yep.
I was thinking about what chipmunks think, and it came right up to the camera. Is that confidence, or is it like lack of awareness?
It's lack of awareness for sure.
But how different are they?
So, they're not exactly different. It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier, where like the reason humans are so anxious in the first place is because we're more aware of ourselves.
Right.
And that the antidote to that isn't unconsciousness, but it kind of is. If you drink, you get more aware, confident, it's because you're less aware. But the other way out is through pure acceptance.
Okay.
So like, on the last clip, I messed up my word a little bit. Who gives a f? I don't care. I'm aware of it. I don't care.
It's more of acknowledge the possible consequences. And is it you don't care, or you know you can handle them?
Well, yeah, both.
Lack of care or capability?
Well, it's kind of like both, because it doesn't always have to be ability. Like, you're gonna die, right?
Right.
So you can either just be scared of that or not.
Okay.
It's about acceptance. People get worried that they're like not doing the right things to affect their destiny or their fate.
Right.
But life is a lot more like riding an elephant that you kind of have a tiny amount of control over, but mostly you don't.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of accepting that you're on an elephant and not a motorcycle.
Radical acceptance is accepting the chaotic and uncontrollable nature of life.
Yes, and that's surrender.
Mm.
Radical acceptance is surrender to that fact.
You know, how different is that than like surrendering to God?
It isn't different than that.
So I thought about how it feels different to me. And I think the reason it feels different to say, give yourself to God, is because it takes personal responsibility away.
Oh.
And it feels like, oh, God will handle it. As opposed to what may come, and I can handle it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does. Can I read about that?
Yes.
Okay. So the way that I think of it is the acceptance allows for and creates a transformation in which your psychological experience is radically different.
Okay.
And so what we're talking about when we say like you don't have any responsibility, that's really kind of an American Protestantism idea.
Okay.
It's not exactly right.
Yeah.
There's a transformation that's supposed to occur because of your acceptance.
Right.
And you live vastly differently as a result.
Okay, so that makes sense. So it's not so much as like getting around responsibility or avoiding what is to come. It's you are now a physically different being in order to handle it in a different way.
Exactly.
How would you wrap this up if you were like elevator speech, 1 minute, someone click on this video trying to find more confidence?
Yep.
What is our synthesis here?
So here's what I would say, going back to that, what I started with, all there is to life is to eat, live, and die. That's it.
Yeah.
But that is an attitude. And so how do you get to that attitude?
Right.
happens through some type of practice.
Gotcha.
And like we kind of left off in the last clip, acceptance of God is kind of the same thing as radical acceptance. I think that the type of practice that's best utilized for finding your center and always feeling confident is a spiritual discipline.
Okay.
And that can look like anything. I don't care what it looks like.
Yeah.
You can meditate, you can pray, you can just contemplate mysterious things. But as long as you do it in some sort of way that's
Intentional. Yeah.
and regular.
Yeah.
Not every day. It doesn't have to be every day. But if you do it once or twice a year, it's like going to the gym once or twice a year. You're not going to get any stronger.
Okay, so here's what I would say to that. I would say that what we're talking about here is like a daily or weekly practice, and the goal isn't to be more confident necessarily.
Right.
The goal is to lower your baseline of unconfidence or fear.
Take it till you make it work, because it is a disciplined practice in which you assume that you have confidence.
Yeah.
So when you have non-confident thoughts, behaviors, and feelings, you just bypass them. But you make a habit out of it.
Yeah.
So that's why that works.
Okay, so to summarize this, being more confident is not a one-time, case-by-case scenario. It is a disciplined, intentional practice that we engage in daily, weekly, ritually to lower the baseline, to feel more confident when it is that you get in that scenario. It's not reactive, it's proactive?
Yeah.
Reactive?
Proactive.
Rec is good.
Okay, proactive. All right, you heard it here first. Confidence building is proactive, not reactive. That's all the air I have left. I have no more words. See you in the next one. How long? How long can you hold it for, though?
Forever. I'm Atlas.
Oh, okay. I will see you in the way. Oh. Like the whole sun was a black sphere in the sky, and you looked right at it.
Well, no, I didn't have the glasses to look at it.
You didn't need it. It's totality. The whole sun was literally a black ball in the sky.
No, you didn't.
You still need glasses to look at it.
Not at that point.
You definitely do, Ben.
Not at that point.
Yeah, right at that point.
When it's totally covered.
Yes.
There's no sun.
Don't look at it.
I looked at it and it was fine. For what it's worth, I've been vindicated. NASA corroborates the truth of totality.